today, me and Remo have convened a peace talk, a much needed peace talk. We got Tay Savage fresh up out the joint, along with from merry old England, perhaps the greatest living YouTuber, Trap Lord Ross.
Appreciate that, man. What's good, Tay?
What's up?
We're in the building together, man.
So you guys squashed any animosity that took place at the bowling alley, or can we talk about what happened with that?
Yeah, I mean, we basically chopped it up. You feel me? You know, he was telling me like his point of view. You feel me? And I was telling him my point of view.
He's a fan, as he said about 18 times in that video. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
That's all I could think of at the time, man. I was under pressure. I was thinking like, I gotta diffuse this situation, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and your ass lied too, because I just seen the thing when y'all with what's the name of
4 extra.
4 extra. You said that me and my manager said no, keep it up. That's not true. You never once offered to take it down. You said, well, this is what I do. I'll change stuff if you want, but I mean, it's already at 1 million views. So, like, I ain't gonna lie. You know, at the end of the day, we all are entertainers, whether you're a rapper or you are. So, you know, clout is good. People try to make it seem like clout is bad. You know, at the end of the day, you need a certain amount of clout to do what you're trying to do. So that's cool. But it was just that type of tension what I was saying. And then like what I was saying too, like how he was saying, like his information that was already out. But it was just the point that how you put it all together. Like and then I always told you, I'm not trying to control your channel. Like I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say, oh, I never once said that. You feel me? I was just saying like, damn. Actually, what really pissed me off is because I had first seen you posted in the back of the Maybach, and I tapped in with you because I'm like, hey, let me at least let's do it together. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, let's do it together. You feel me? But I guess you had other plans already, and you just dropped it. You feel me? I was just like, I wasn't trying to say pay me or nothing. I was just saying like, hey, I see you finna do that. Let's do it together. Maybe we could, you know what I'm saying, do something that you probably never did before. Do it with somebody. But yeah, like, most of that shit was really false though, and then I just ain't like it because you know what I'm saying. I was just, you know.
But that stuff is beneficial as a rapper, right? Regardless if it's true, it increases the myth around you.
Yeah, because of the way the internet is right now. The internet you need, that's why you got guys that's actually doing real murders and then talking about it on the internet like open murders, not even shit that they beat, because they feel like that's what you need. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna say these type of platforms, but platforms like this make that, like, draw that image to where they think that this is what they need. They think that they need to do shit like that. In my eyes, they think like I haven't met Lil Jeff. I ain't meet Lil Jeff and shit, but you know what I'm saying. Like I've been watching him since I've been out, and I feel like, you know, like they not saying not saying I'm bad. Like I just feel like that's what they feel like that they like. That's how they coming. But it's that, bro. The internet is really the police. Like it's really policed out. All this shit is being monitored, and it can't be took or nothing.
Okay, but you tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like, circle back to 2011, 2012, the world finds out about what's really going down in Chicago in terms of the gangs and the young kids and the street shit, and the world is like horrified, can't believe it. Fast forward to 2024, it's almost like the average fan has so learned the rules of how shit goes down in the streets that henceforth you get people commenting slide for Vaughn, people commenting like, you know, all this crazy shit because they've watched this shit play out enough. They've heard enough Dirk lyrics. They've heard enough lyrics from all these dudes that they kind of like know what is expected of dudes. And as a result, the fans seem like bloodthirsty mother because they feel like they understand the code of this shit, which to some extent they do because people are so open on the internet, you know?
Yeah, which I agree.
I appreciate you breaking it down for me, man. You know, like I said, when I first met you, like, you know, I'm coming from it from a fan perspective. And also it's like, it's not my objective to try and like get somebody in trouble. You know, I'm coming from it from a perspective of a fan of you and also a fan of the music. And it's like, you were making a lot of noise already with your interviews and with your songs. Like you had a lot of really big songs that were making a lot of noise. And really, I understand the responsibility I have as far as like, I do bring a lot of extra attention to what you got going on. But also it's, you know, that stuff was there. That stuff was what people were talking about. And I think one of the things that I always try and remind people is like, I think a lot of people see maybe the videos like titles, or they see clips and it's kind of like, oh, you're putting all these bodies on people. But it's almost like, sometimes I feel like people got to read between the lines, because often in videos, like in your video, there's bodies they put on you on Reddit that I say in the video. I'm like, yo, they saying this on Reddit, but actually that ain't really what happened. There's a whole other reasons. There's whole other alternative theories for 100%. These things they're putting on you in this video. So it's almost like, you know, sometimes I think people make their judgments, or like, you know, you see a video that's 2.5 hours and you just think like, you're just going to be talking crazy. But it's like, when you break it down, you know, I try and be thoughtful about the way that I communicate information. And at the end of the day, it's like, the reason someone like me is making a video about you is because you're popping as a rapper. Like, you're out here actually making, you have motion as a rapper, and you're going to have people like me, you're going to have people like Flacco, you're going to have people like Remo, all making content about you, you know?
And I agree. And I know you can't, bro, I try to be a realist, you feel me? I know you can't go, hey, look, Walter Ben Wood. I know you can't do that, like try to control them on the page and all that shit. I know that, like he was saying, I know that I could say something and you could take it away how you feel, and you could be like, you could either be like, oh yeah, you might got a point and listen, or you might say me, and then it could be a situation when we see each other, it could be that. But I ain't gonna lie, bro, I really be on some chill shit. I ain't one of the ones that be all rah, rah, rah. Like I don't feel like I gotta do that.
For real, man.
So I don't really do that. I like to get an understanding before, if anything.
Did you watch the full documentary?
Hell yeah. At first I didn't. For a long time I ain't watched it.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me like I can't watch.
I think you told me.
I told you about it before it came out, and then that's when I think I put y'all on contact.
No, I think you told me watch it. At first, remember I didn't even watch for you. Like, Mom, nah, bro, just check it out. Just watch it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check it out. And I watched it.
And then all right, so because at first you were saying you was gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So what was your final thoughts when you seen the whole thing in its entirety? Like, what's your final thoughts on like how he did on it?
I mean, by me knowing me, I was just kind of like, what the you know what I'm saying? I feel like he a hell of a researcher and shit. Like he do his research. But yeah, I was just like, what the I wasn't really feeling it. Like I did appreciate that he put some music, and then he did put my YouTube handle in there, whatever.
Yeah, I tried to promote all your stuff and like talk about your deal and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I really tried to end on a positive note and really try and talk about like how you're pushing peace, pushing positivity, actually taking this music lane seriously.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And really setting an example for the next generation of people coming out your city, right? Because the amount of people that are taking the wrong route in Chicago in this generation is crazy, right? And I feel like,
100%.
again, it was just important to me. Like, obviously, you know, your past is your past, and you've been through a lot of stuff over the years, but like, where you're at this day and age, you're doing something positive. You're out here. Obviously, you had a situation, you went back inside for a bit, but you're back outside. Like, you know, really setting an example and letting people know that, yo, you can do something positive with your time here and your freedom. You know what I'm saying? And that was something I wanted to inject into the video, and also just like talk about everything, positive and negative. And I think one of the things that often gets missed in the hip hop media is so many people talk about the negativity. And I know people hate on me and say that I'm the police or that I'm pushing the wrong kinds of image, but I always try and put like a positive side on things as well. Like I always try and show people as 3-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? Like not just trying to paint someone as a villain. Like I really tried to paint you as like 3-dimensional, the things you've been through, the area you're coming out of, like the history, the problems you're dealing with growing up and shit. You know what I mean? So for me, it's super important to just try and like really be like honest and fair and like detailed when it comes to like painting a picture of someone's character. So I definitely wasn't trying to assassinate your character or like put a negative spin on your story, you know?
Serious question. Do you think you got any off that documentary?
No.
I feel like girls watch that shit and get all turned on.
I mean, I could see that. I could see
I don't
that.
even know
But
if you're in the race.
He was
Are you in the race?
getting love at Six Flags from the MILFs.
For real?
Oh yeah.
You guys went to Six Flags together.
Oh yeah. That was decent too. I ain't been to Six Flags in a long time.
That is insane. How, like, very few people will be able to go through that arc with another person. Make a documentary accusing them of being a serial killer. Go to an amusement park.
I didn't accuse him of being a serial killer.
Okay, because you have a very specific definition of that.
Hey, just one guy. There's one guy. There's one guy. Okay, yeah, but yeah, man. You know, we went to Six Flags. Like, it's good to like do other stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be all tough kind of stuff. You know, so I feel like people are gonna enjoy seeing what went down. You know.
Yeah, like bro, I don't be like I say. You know me, bro. I don't be on all that rah tough shit. You know.
No, you're like one of the chillest, coolest dudes from Chicago ever.
I'd rather if we could talk it, I'd rather talk it out. I'd rather be able to oh no, look, we ain't gotta I'm even cool with agreeing to disagree. You feel me sometimes. But it's just, you know, certain shit is just like damn. And then I ain't gonna lie, when I was hollering at him even on the internet, you know, he was kind of like so I'm like, okay, this dude from the UK, so he think a motherfucker never run into him. So when I finally seen him,
he was standing on his own or something? When you hollered at him?
I just felt like he was probably saying some shit that I felt like he wouldn't say in my face.
What'd he say? What was said that you didn't feel that you wasn't feeling?
To be honest, it was probably some little shit because he really went on no major bullshit, but he didn't ever agree offer to take it down either though. So
you wanted it taken down at one point though.
Hell yeah! If it like the beginning, if it was the beginning, hell yeah!
No, but
But by the time I talked to him, it was already at like 1 million some views.
It was too late.
So what the fuck
It
you
was
taking
already
that
up.
down?
Yeah.
So
but I wasn't. Maybe I got that twisted of like I wasn't trying to lie and say like, oh, you said you wanted to take it down, but I had a takedown request from you guys on Patreon, right? So when we got on the phone and you guys kind of pressed me on the phone, it was the takedown notice was active. So I was basically saying to you guys like, oh, well, the takedown's going to happen if you guys don't stop it happening type shit.
To be honest and to be fair, they kind of had a miscommunication because they supposed to took it down. Empire had did what they did. And
they put the request in.
down.
That's the thing. I didn't see that. This is the mad thing. Is like I think the video dropped maybe like a day or two later. There was a takedown request, but I didn't see it in my emails because I'd never had a Patreon takedown request, right?
Yeah.
And then they basically sent me an email saying, unless you do change something. Fix this problem, it's going to be taken down. We're going to take your Patreon offline in like 7 days.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it till like day 6. And then I did a live stream. And then I think maybe your manager or someone that you work with was in my comments on my live stream saying, yo, we're from Tay's team, tap in. And I was like, oh, that's probably not real. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, it's real.
And that wasn't even, they, I ain't gonna lie, I was telling them to take it down. They got to talking like kind of, and I guess they misinterpreted what I said, but I was telling them, man, hell no, let the hell take it down. I didn't really care, to be honest. I'm like, man, I don't take it down. It ain't helping me. So that's how I felt. But they miscommunicated, did whatever they did, and it just flew. So I just said, it is what it is.
All right, guys, just a word from our sponsor. As you know, I have made nearly all of my money online. If you want to learn how to build a brand from scratch and make your own fortune, be sure to grab the Money Box. It's filled with books, merch, ebooks, webinars, how-to guides, and more. If you've ever wanted to build a brand and make some cash, now is the time. And this is how. Use the code NOJUMPER, all one word, at checkout for a massive discount. GetTheMoneyBox.com. That's right, getthemoneybox.com, and you can figure out what I'm talking about. Shout out to these guys. Check it out at getthemoneybox.com. That's right, getthemoneybox.com. Shout out to my man Liam Christopher. Check it out if you want to get educated and make some money. Let's go.
So they wasn't able to take it down, or you just never took it down?
Well, no, because I got on the phone with them like the day before the takedown was about to happen, and we talked it out. We spoke for like a good few hours. I spoke with your management, and like we kind of had a very deep, meaningful conversation about what was going on, and I was just again trying to communicate that like I'm a fan and I'm trying to push the music and I'm just trying to like push what you got going on and let's try and work something out with this basically.
Was there any edits made for them to keep it up, or how did you guys resolve it on the phone for those 4 hours or so? Where they was like, all right, just keep it up
for 4 hours.
No, it was 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hour convo.
4 hours is a long time.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, 2 hours. All right.
But yeah, we came to an agreement, man. We came to an agreement for sure. So the video stayed up. You know what I'm saying? And we're here now, so we're good. Tell you what I wanted to ask you though, Tay. Obviously, you were talking about the fact you didn't want to watch it straight away. You eventually watched it, right? And like, I wanted to ask, was it surprising to you? Obviously, people say I'm the police, right? But like, obviously, I found that information just online. But was it surprising to you? Maybe there was information you were like, you didn't realize that was online somewhere else. So you would just work that out from seeing my thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I still was asking, was you the police? Even when
this nigga asked me, he's like, I think he the feds for real, bro.
Real
yeah,
I'm like, bro.
I just.
What did the police?
That when I just see you the first time at the bowling alley, once the shit was over, I'm like, bro, you sure you don't think he the police?
Damn.
So he like, nah, bro. I just think he does it because this is why I say that, bro. You got shit that if you had to been watching. It's people that don't even be in front of our camera, and you had their tweets and shit like that. Yeah. So I'm like, you had to been doing some type of research, like since the first when I came out when I was a shorty or Welch World first got created. You had to been keeping track of that. Or I just felt like you helped to get some help with getting it put together. I ain't gonna lie, I thought your ass was the Fed.
But you thought he had Fed help.
I thought your ass was I don't know. I still be kind of wondering. I don't know.
No, but
I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I'm being honest. I still be wondering because I don't know. Shit, you from the UK, some motherfucker where you could be a UK Fed or something.
You could be a UK Fed.
Into country. No, but you know what it is, man. I feel like it's been even hard for me to actually like accept that. Just as far as I know I'm not the feds, right? Maybe you don't believe that, but like I know I'm like a small time guy that's obsessed with hip hop. I'm crazy with Google. I'm crazy with Reddit, with just where all the information is, and it's just
he looks more than the whole too.
For you to have for my research to be so good good that you're like, yo, you might actually
No,
be the feds. It's
not.
crazy.
It's not that good. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's not that good. But you dug. But I'm not. A lot of that shit, like I say, to be honest, that shit when a lot of that shit that you was accusing me of, or they was accusing me of, I was locked up for. I wasn't even out for that shit.
A lot of it's rumors, right?
Yeah.
And I do, but again, it's like I try and say that of like, yo, on Reddit they're saying this, this, and this, but actually I don't think this, that,
Yeah.
XYZ type thing. You know what I'm saying? But
but you definitely a hell of a researcher for sure. You did some research.
But like,
Thank you, man.
I've realized that his life is insane because part of his business is just saying to his assistant, like, okay, Tay has a little brother. Spend all day going through his Facebook. Like, go through every single tweet they've ever posted, looking for these little chunks. And like, it must just take so long to find this information. But I respect the fuck out of it because it's like the fans kind of take it for granted. They feel like it's probably not that difficult. But from my perspective, it's like, holy shit, that's like such an insane amount of work just to get this one little nugget of information in that video.
you know what it is though? It's like, we research on different platforms, right? Like I got a couple of people that work with me, and it's like, you know, somebody might be like, okay, I'm going to look through all the Reddit. Like we're going to look up any post that's related to Tay on Reddit. We're going to read it. We're going to read the comments. We're just going to try and understand what people are talking about. Someone else might look at all the tweets. Like obviously when I did the Von thing, I read every tweet Von ever did. I just read all of them and just made notes. If I saw something interesting, I saved it. But it's kind of like, it's just crazy really in this day and age, how much information you can get if you just knuckle down and like search for it. Like Google, this is the thing, is like, obviously people want to press me and they say I'm the police, but it's like, bro, you never hear people trying to press Google, and that I'm finding it on Google, right? Like I'm finding it on Reddit, I'm finding it on these social media platforms that are hosting and communicating and storing this information, but no one's ever got smoke for the social media companies or for the Reddits. Like, you know, Reddit is owning and operating these platforms.
There's a face to it with you, whereas like you could be the guy who I don't know who it is, but there's probably some guy in the Chiracology Reddit who's just like incriminated more people than anybody ever, but it's just a little username and nobody knows, you know.
100%.
I think a lot of guys that are commenting some crazy stuff on Chiracology are either low-key like involved or like, you know, close to people involved. I just assume, because the thing is, I'm just finding information on Reddit and different places, but like I often wonder, like, how does that information get there? Is it people in the neighborhood just posting the rumors that they've heard? Like, you know, I don't know the sources for those information. If I can't find like, you know, a lyric and a tweet and I've read it, but like stuff that matches up, it's hard for me to really be like, I don't fucking believe that. But like I don't know. I wonder where it comes from.
Definitely people in Chicago, like Squid Ape told me personally that people hit him up and like send him shit, like and give him news that people don't even,
because they think that's what they need. They think that they need to do some crazy off the wall shit and then get on the internet and brag about it. And then, oh yeah, this gonna go viral. That shit, your ass going to jail. That shit don't ever get taken away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you crazy. Gotta be.
Yeah, man.
One last question about it. How long did it actually take to do the Tay Savage documentary?
Man, I think that was a 2-month project.
Damn. A 2-month project.
I think we spent 2 whole months on that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just because that's the thing. It's like everything goes in stages, right? It's like when we first, obviously, I was enjoying your music and watching your interviews and stuff already. Like for me, I'm not doing a story unless I really fuck with the artist. Like unless I'm actually spinning your music, you know, really taking in your interviews, like really taking an interest and learning more about you and your story. And it's like at a certain point, I was really bumping a lot of your music. Like maybe it was around when you had that song out with Reese, and like it was just
the reason he just got
I'll just get into it to the point where I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready. Because for me, when I'm working on a project, bro, I'm spending all month. I'm not listening to other people's music. I'm just listening to Tay's friends, Tay's ops. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm listening to everyone from that neighborhood and just like immersing myself in your music for a good month or two. So that's like the process. And then it's just a case of I'll just be spinning your songs nonstop in the car. I'll have the Tay Savage playlist, just be spinning all of that. Just, you know, immersing myself in the music, like as a fan, as I said before, and you know, just piecing it together from there. But yeah, I spent a good 2 months just straight Tay Savage, you know what I'm saying, nonstop, just back to back your music, your interviews.
And take a question I got for you, like on the back end of that, what about like family members and shit who probably never even thought or looked at you in that light? Like, what was their response to like seeing the documentary?
Yeah, because I mean, you got that did, you know, a lot of people was reaching out to me, like my grandma, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, they they hear shit from the streets, but you know, they don't. I'm at the end of the day, bro, I'm a gentleman. With my family, I'm a family man. You feel me? So like when they be like, like, what's going on? I don't know, man. But they know that a lot of this shit be happening too. That people just be so. I'm just like, man, I don't know.
You ain't have to overly explain yourself to somebody. Like, nah, this
I
is
mean, because they know they. You know, at the end of the day, like I'm a rapper. I'm an entertainer now. You know what I'm saying? So they know that what come with this shit. But it's just like they sending it to me. Like, you seen this? I mean, I seen it.
Let me ask you this, Tate. Like before, obviously the documentary, you know, it was a big moment. But like you'd been doing a few interviews.
People told me congratulations.
Damn.
Some motherfuckers wrote me and told me congratulations. Like,
that is like a real accolade. That's like getting the cover of The Source in 1995. You get a Trap Lil Ross 3-hour documentary.
That's crazy.
Getting a Trap Lil Ross documentary is a big deal nowadays. Like,
man, I don't know.
Congratulations is funny though.
Yeah, that was crazy. What you saying?
What I was going to ask you is just like. At what point did you feel like you was really becoming famous? Like, I would say before my documentary, you're already popping through the music, but then also your interviews were super viral. I feel like there was a period of time when it was like, there was just really a lot of buzz around your interviews on Reddit and on other places of just like, yo, this is like, Tay's got this crazy interview and he's telling this wild story of his life. Like, at what point did you feel like you started getting fame off of your history, basically?
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta understand, like, in our neighborhood, we always been kind of popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of us, a lot of us that you be seeing, Reese and all us, like we always been kind of like popular in our neighborhoods. So it's kind of like was normal. It's just now when you walking around, people, oh, can I get a picture?
Mm.
Oh, hey, are you Tay Savage? What the band, shit like that. But that's really when it started, and then I started getting paid for the shit. Money started coming in. I'm like, okay, this shit real.
Yeah.
When you and J Mane were kind of like going back to back doing like dueling interviews, talking about each other, I felt like that's when we for sure were like really locked in. Actually, really, there was one day where Remo sat me down in my office and showed me videos for like an hour straight, like explaining a bunch of the Tay Savage lore that really got me locked in.
Yeah. J Mane definitely played a big part in that.
16 Shot him. I'm gonna give him his credit. 16 Shot him played a huge part in the Tay Savage story. Cause like
for sure.
Before I knew what Tay had going on, 16 sent me. I guess he did your first interview.
Nah, actually, I think DJ U did my first one.
But that one didn't go up how 16.
But DJ, you just did it on some not even knowing. Like a couple people got up with him like, you want to do this interview? I'll do it. So then he didn't really do his homework.
He didn't do his homework.
No, he didn't do his research. So then once 16 did, he kind of did his research a little more, and he
kind of broke the story. And then at the time, because I remember 16, he was telling me like he had sent me artists or whatever, and he sent me your interview, and this was like before you were like more mainstream. And I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know if the audience is gonna resonate. I don't know if they really know him. So then I went and watched the whole 16 shit, and I seen, of course, the Blazing Dog clip. And when I seen that one, I posted it, and then instantly just like everybody just like followed suit. I like Say Cheese and everybody, and then from there on, it's like everyone wanted to. They were like more intrigued with like, all right, what's this Blazing Dog story, and like what's going on with Tay. And 16, like I feel like, how did even 16, like how you and 16 even get in touch for him to even reach out and like do his homework like that?
I don't even know, man. I think it was through my little brother Lousy, man. Shout out to Lousy too, man. Lousy Too Heartless. But I think it was him because he be playing the Clubhouse thing, and he got a lot of them on. Like,
yeah.
So I think he might have set it up like, you want to do this interview, man? Look, this would be good. Because at first I didn't even know who Adam was. I was sitting like, what? He like, what? Adam? They like, yeah, with him. He good about the band. I'm like, all right, cool. Then that's how that shit started going. But
and Lousy, who's Lousy? Because I ain't never seen him out here in LA with you. He be out here.
Yeah, that's my little brother, Lousy Too Heartless. You know, you should know who Lousy is.
Yeah, I know, man. I see this.
Lousy Too Heartless.
Yeah, because he I think he picked you up from jail, right?
Yeah, he picked me up from jail.
Y'all was in the Bulletproof?
Yeah.
How long did you just go sit down for?
Just 5 months. Supposed to have been 6, but I got some little good time and shit. School, good time.
Was that a violation or what happened?
Yeah, it's a parole violation. Yeah.
What'd they catch you with?
No, I ain't catch me with shit. You come on, man. No, I'm breaking no laws.
Oh.
But by me being on parole and they said I was going state to state without permission, being around gang members and guns and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, there was no new charges though. So
What'd they use
now I'm
against
off
you?
parole.
What'd they use against you to make the case that you were around gang members or having guns around you or whatever? Just random video clips or some shit?
Yeah, videos. Yeah, at
there was a specific video
party.
at a party.
That's the one.
Oh, that okay.
That's
yeah.
I think it was Lamron Chubb's party, and it looked like some shots went off or some shit, and then you went to jail. Everybody like,
I
damn.
went to jail. Yeah.
So how? Yeah. So from that, you know what I'm saying?
But wait, you got violated for a situation where there was a shooting at a party you were at that you didn't even have anything
Had
to do
nothing
with.
it, y'all.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They sent it to my parole officer and they said I was around guns. Shit, of course I'm around guns. They shooting this. I don't know what they got. It's a party, but
Yeah.
then I wasn't supposed to be in Illinois either, though. At the same time,
Oh,
so that kind of fucked it up. I wasn't supposed to be in Illinois.
where are you supposed to be at?
You know, I'm paroled at well, I was paroled out of state.
Oh, what state?
Come on, man.
You
Come
don't know.
on, man.
I figured like where you are most of
He
the
would
time
tell you
would have
this
been
shit
public.
for-
I thought you were in Chicago most of the time.
Nah, hell
Oh,
no.
no,
I be state to state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't got a lot of money. Like, you know, I do got like Rollo Famgoon. You got fucking Gates, Jim Jump. A lot of people like that do be fucking with me. Bump J, Twister.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of I gotta put my feet on the floor. I gotta go to these states and get up with these guys. And you feel me? Like I ain't got no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I be playing the states. I don't just
How
play
you and
every day.
Rollo really just start building our relationship?
Islam through Islam.
That's what I figured,
Same way I build it through with
Most of the people
Gates.
you just named are like people who are very
Muslims,
well known
yeah.
for being
and they
public
really
about that.
doing Islam. They, you know, they really doing Islam. They see me trying. They see me trying to. You know what I'm saying? They know where we come from. They come from the same shits, but they see me trying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm
Mm.
trying. So they like, hey, look, come on, bro.
How long you been a Muslim though? Is that something you picked up while you was in jail? Or at one point
So-
were you a Christian?
I mean, you know, my grandmas and shit like that was Christian. We used to go to church and shit, but I ain't know nothing about religion. But I first took my shahada when I was 12. My pops had came home. He had become a Muslim in jail. He had came home and came home a Muslim and I took my shahada. But I didn't even know what it was. You know what I'm saying? He just repeated after me. So I was a Muslim, but I didn't know nothing. So once I went to jail, you know, when you're in jail, you start reading, you start learning, you get around older guys, you get to building your own ideas on religion. And I'm like, okay, I went to Islam again. So I just took my shahada again. Like, cause I'm gonna take it again now that I know what I'm saying.
Would you rather be friends with an atheist or a Jew?
An atheist or a Jew, shit, whichever one righteous. I don't do that. Whichever one righteous. It could be a righteous atheist. It could be a righteous Jew. But I rather deal with Muslims. If I had the choice, I'd rather just deal with a Muslim because I know what they think, what they should think. I know what they study. I know how they should move.
Mm.
So I'd rather just deal with a Muslim. But
Okay.
Do you feel like Islam right now? It's like, you know, it's really taken a lot of guys that grew up in the streets off of that negative path, right? A lot of
Man,
people taking it
Islam-
positive through Islam right now.
100%. A lot of people turn to Islam. A lot of rappers it's like a trend, but you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. You feel me? Like Islam one of the religions that teach you everything, how to use the bathroom, how to pray, how to
The fuck?
deal with how to do business,
Mm.
how to everything.
Mm.
What
You know
you
what
mean
I'm
by how
saying?
to
So-
use the bathroom though?
It's a
That's
certain way you
crazy.
gotta use the bathroom when you're a Muslim.
You wipe front to back?
Man, listen, we ain't finna do all that. Just study. Just he know. Okay. Yeah, just study up on it. Yeah, but we it's a certain way we do everything. Literally everything. Have sex with your wife. Everything. It's a certain way you do everything.
That's
So, you
crazy.
know what I'm saying? You know, it's not just a religious way of life. So a lot of people taking their shahada. A lot of big celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah.
What was it like being locked up this time?
Man, that shit was terrible, bro.
Because you're way more famous. That's got to be the big difference, right?
But not only that. You feel me? It's just like, back then I was younger, so I ain't had shit going on. You know, I was in the streets. Now I'm old. I got shit. I got responsibilities. I got shit I'm doing. I'm making money. I got projects I got to drop. I got shit. So that shit was like, damn. You know, them little months kicked my ass, but you know, it wasn't nothing but Allah just reminded me like, hey, look, tighten up type shit. That's how I look at it. So now I'm just tighten up and you know what I'm saying? Just
You wasn't in Cook County though, right? You was in
I ain't go to Cook County. No.
who you seen?
I went straight to the joint.
You seen any ops that was in jail?
Yeah, I saw a lot of ops. The ops shit. I told my ops is being broke and what they call and failure. They're my ops. I saw a lot of them in there.
Mm.
And don't be no problems though. Like you ain't had no fights or nothing.
Man, hell no. Fucking fights.
Did you have fights when you be in Cook County? Like another
Yeah.
video had leaked.
You probably would. You probably would.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But this time,
on this trip, bro, I was chilling.
You was
I
chilling?
was reading, praying, working out. You feel me? I had a lot of fans, good fans, bad fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was.
I say bad fans though.
I met some good people too, some good guys in there.
Why you say bad fans?
Because it's bad fans. It's guys that want to be your homie, but they can't be your homie, so they rather try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess be your op. You know what I'm saying? You like, you will see some guys be like, oh man, he cool out the band, or you'll see another guy that you really don't talk to, so they be like, man, if I trip him down the stairs, then they'll say I tripped Tate. You know what I'm saying? So you got guys like that, but I ain't no shorty. You feel me? I know how to move. So.
Who? It was a video clip that had leaked of. I think it's from a long time, like another jail sentence. He was fighting a nigga over a phone. Who was that?
Man, I don't know. Old guy. He's so old. I don't know.
You seen the clip though that leaked?
Yeah, I seen the hell yeah.
Y'all was fighting just over the phone.
I don't even remember. That shit was so old, bro. I don't even remember. I had so many fights in jail on that last bit. But to be fair, a lot of my fights was over the phone. I rarely had fights over me running into niggas like ops or something. I never really ran into ops that big, mostly. I mean, I ran into a couple.
That wasn't even no op nigga. That was just really just over the phone.
Over the phones, bro. Them all my fights over the phones. Like niggas be hating. Like niggas that see you on the phone a lot, they can't get on.
But are you the kind of person that needs to be on the phone a lot? Because I've heard some people say they don't really like to be on the phone that much.
That's how I do my bit. I don't like. So, bro, when I was in jail, that most of the time I was hanging with like older guys like old like gang bangs and shit, older gang bangs and shit. I just kick it with them, play chess with them, and I'd be on the phone. I ain't really like talking to other people because there's always some shit. It's like the niggas gossip. They like gossip a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was just weird. It was just weird. So I had grew to a point where I was just chilling. I get on the phone, go work out, play chess, read a book, and chill. I wasn't really rotating a lot of people like that.
So you're off parole fully now, right?
Yeah, I'm off parole and I can go to the UK.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I was gonna say, obviously, you're a Muslim, right? You ever thought of going to a country like Dubai, like the Middle East?
Hell yeah.
You'd love it in Dubai, man.
I got something going up. I got something coming up soon. I got something coming up.
He allowed in the UK though? Because it seems like a lot of people's press.
They do get tight in the UK. I don't know. It depends, on the situation. But also, if you got a bit of bread, you can get a visa lawyer that maybe can kind of like argue your case and stuff like that to get you in. But it goes a bit left. There's a few rappers that haven't been allowed in. But then, like, if you get the right paperwork,
you'll be straight.
You slide.
I'm talking about for all the goons that had your back.
Oh, for all the goons. After you pressed me, man, I had a few serious people in London being like, man, we got your back, man. This Tay guy.
All I need is a knife. I'll be straight.
Hey, listen.
You might have already got knocked off if you didn't tell him to calm down.
Hey man, there's a few people angry, man, but I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to just calm the streets down. I said, we're pushing peace.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
No, I'm not on anything, man. I'm not on anything. I think it's entertainment, man.
That's like the most like humble thing I ever heard him say. Just like, all right, thank you, I guess.
Nah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see anyone go to war with Tay, man.
I be chilling for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, they love you in London, man. We take good care of you. Come over. You know what I'm saying? You have a good trip.
Yeah.
You can make it over, man. There's a lot of like festivals.
There's a lot of Muslims out there too.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. It's a big thing.
I had got over one Dimsy.
Oh yeah, Dimsy from 6'7".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. The fact Dimsy's crazy, man. That's a crazy one.
Dimsy. I got like 2 songs with Dimsy too.
No shit. Oh, shoot. That's crazy. We need that, man. We need that for sure. That'd be legendary.
We might need to get one in. You know I'm a rapper now.
You want to? Hey, we're gonna do something.
Let's go.
But you can't be dissing. Matter of fact,
you too.
Hold on.
You're talking about all these guys I want to interview.
Hold on, man.
Here we go.
He got something for you.
Who did you diss, man? You just dissed somebody, man. They made a diss song back. Who was this?
He dissed a bunch of people.
I don't know.
Who was this? He just dissed. They just made a diss song back. Adam 22 diss. I just seen this.
I don't know. There's a former host, right? Yeah, we had a little friction for a minute there.
Nah.
Oh,
this
is there another one? You did someone else. You did someone in Chicago.
Oh, you talking about King Yella and
but we didn't even diss them. They just did that.
Oh,
I didn't even say anything about him or Skinny from the Nine.
So listen, let me ask you.
Lush had a Skinny from the Nine.
Let me ask you this. Now, Adam, since I met you, ain't never been no bullshit. You feel me? You, anytime I do anything, you always support it. Anything I drop something, you always do. I give you that 3%. What's going on with you and Ruger though?
I think he came in here thinking that he was going to be able to give me a whole little lecture, and I just really wasn't going for it.
So you know what's crazy?
He started trying to get violent.
What's crazy? I knew Ruger for a long time since we were shorties on the school wing.
Right, we asked you about that on the first one, right?
Yeah, I knew Ruger for a long time. Ruger was not really a bad dude, you feel me? But, man, it's just like, man, people take the internet, I feel like, too serious. Well, people, and this real shit. What people need to realize, bro, the internet is to entertain. Don't take that shit so serious. Don't take that shit, You know what I'm saying? Because you like it ain't even that deep. Like
Hurt.
just roll with it. Like it be shit that I ain't gonna lie. It be shit that I had to grow to that. But it be shit that I be looking like what the. But like, okay, how can I play this back and you know what I'm saying? It be don't even be having real beefs that are like, hey, let's have this beef. Let's do this. This is gonna go up. And guys, look at that shit and think, oh man, you meant nah, bro, just chill. Learn how to work the internet. Use the internet as a tool to make money.
Right.
If you don't take it so personal.
Because he was trying to deny a lot of shit. Like even when Mama Duck's name came up and I said she was flirting with me when we did the interview, and he just immediately starts getting mad. I'm like, what? Like you could watch the interview, like, and it was even worse off camera. She was just like kind of getting at me on some flirtatious shit, which was funny as in real life. But then I say that and he's all like, nah, that ain't real. Like he's just like he's just got that like over tough energy, and it's like, bro, like nobody gives a like you just need to chill the fuck out. Like this is a podcast. Like nobody wants to hear you being on a wrestler rant trying to talk about how hard you are.
Yeah. I just think people don't need to take this shit so serious. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I get what he's saying because he seeing this shit too. He in the trenches. He's seeing it. Well, I know he be out of town, but he from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing this shit too. You know, like a lot of people do take this shit, bro. Like right now, bro. You know for a fact if I said, hey Adam, off the record, look, let's act like I smack the shit out you and we do something big, but it never happened. We never even did that for real.
Nah, I don't really like those kind of skits.
No. I agree.
Like those skits will add to like the real life version of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not even saying I do that, but I'm just saying, or that it happened. I'm just saying, we say that. We're like, let's do it. I know the goal. We get 1 million views out the band. Bro, these guys in Chicago and these other cities would be like, oh yeah, good job, man. We'll out the band. But it was just a skit. So what I'm trying to say is people need to learn how to just let the internet be the internet. This shit ain't for real. Use this shit as a way to make you some money.
They said that you and Ruga had a stand-on business weekend.
Yeah, man, we were standing on business. Hey, what T.I. son say? Hey, we stand on business, man.
Yeah.
Stand on business.
Shout out King.
Yeah, you confronted little RT too.
Oh, little RT, I like that little dude, man.
Where
I
you
like
seen him at?
dude.
Where you running him
So
at?
we was in Pakistan at Rollo
for real?
Mosque.
Damn.
Yeah, at Rollo Mosque, and he had came, his mom had came and everything. So they told him like, man, little RT over there about the band. I'm like, little RT. I'm like, I remember his name, but I couldn't remember for what though. I'm like, all right. So then it clicked me like, man, that's still a dude. So I'm like, damn. So I'm hollering at him and shit. Bro, this is little guy. I think he's like 10 years old. You feel me? Whole life ahead of him. So I get to hollering at him. I'm just really picking his brain, hollering at him and shit. Then I let him walk off and shit. Then I call him back. I'm like, I'm finna play. I'm finna see what he do. So I made the one that said, fuck my brother, man. What the band? Yeah, that's your brother. Yeah, he did what he did. I like him though, man. He
said we gonna beef or we gonna squash it. What he say?
He gonna beef, we gonna squash it.
Oh man, he ready to go head it up with you.
He's funny because like he came out, goes viral for just being a young ass kid rapping, and then I don't hear about him for like a year, and then all of a sudden he goes viral again for being in the 21st world with all these grown. Wait, no, it wasn't grown women, right? It was like girls like his age and shit.
Yeah.
And I guess like in the video, the dude who was like hosting it said like it was like a 20 versus 1 to find a friend, which is hella funny.
Friend, yeah.
That's such a funny idea.
Yeah, I like the little guy, man. I like the little guy. I think he got a lot of potential.
What's he? He's 10 or 11?
Yeah, and he got some brothers. It's like a couple of guys that be rapping. He 10. He 10 though.
Shit, his mom wasn't looking too bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, his mom.
She's like younger than me.
I think she got like a Muslim. His dad a Muslim.
Oh, his dad's in the picture too.
Yeah,
oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, his dad a Muslim.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Man, that's crazy.
His dad in the picture too. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you
was
mean
the
by
one,
that?
like, his mom like brought him here and was like the one like managing him and all that type of shit. So I didn't think there was a dad in the picture.
How do you feel about that though? Like, all right, having a 10-year-old with the parents involved, letting their son cuss and do all the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? How do you
Man,
feel?
I ain't gonna lie, man. These kids different right now. These kids not the same. Even my kids, I be like, these kids different. You know, I don't know. I just hope. You know, he just maybe. Hopefully, he just mature fast and he just make his money and stay out the way. That's what I'm hoping for him. I mean,
he definitely maturing fast.
He maturing fast in the mother. That little dude.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah. I think he'll be all right though, man. He just stay out the way and just keep doing what he's doing. Like, you know, keep growing and shit. I think he'll be all right.
Do you let your kids just watch shit on YouTube, or you think that the world's too
something though? Nah. Man, you can't stop them kids from watching YouTube. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, or TikTok and none of that shit.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just said Yeah, I'm having to have my daughter start doing little TikToks and shit. They can make money off that shit. I'm just trying to use my platform and you know, let my family, you know what I'm saying?
Just be careful, because I had a homie who his daughter had a TikTok and she was like 11 or some shit, and then like when he went on it, he found the fucking DMs and found all these weird people messaging her and shit.
Yeah.
So you gotta like really keep an eye on that.
Yeah, you definitely gotta let them know. You know, you gotta, you know, hey, look, look, you doing this for money. This like a job. Like I got my 2 little kids in modeling. Like they've been doing
For
modeling.
real?
Yeah, they've been doing modeling shit.
Wow, that's
How many
crazy.
kids you got?
I got 5.
My kid is
5.
almost 4. I cannot imagine her sitting still for anything.
Man, my kids actually been doing good.
Really?
Yeah. My
That's
daughter
dope.
just did something for like venture or some little toy shit for the kids, like some big
That's
Some
fire.
shit. My son did a little clothing line, and they steady getting a little modeling gigs, so I fuck with that.
Kids be making bread on YouTube, man. You remember that Ryan's Toy Reviews kid?
But now, isn't he like 14 or some shit now? Like I think they made like a cartoon version of him
Oh, damn.
so they could keep the shit going.
He probably,
He's
he probably
turning into
retired
an
now, right?
adult pretty quickly, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that shit blew up like 7 years ago or longer. I forget.
Yeah.
They need to get that AI. Just keep it running.
Shit. No, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Uh,
You could do that. We could all do that. When I'm gone, just make like an AI version of me interviewing people.
you see that YouTuber that did that? What was it Quebblecop or something? You ever see that?
What was he was having
He
them
said
like
make
stream
it-
form or
he-
something?
Make an AI version.
He turned it. He
That'd be
genuinely
crazy.
did that. I swear, he genuinely did this. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hand my channel over to AI." It was like an experiment,
Hmm.
and like it kind of fell off because people ain't trying to see the AI.
But
But
you know, you could be like a VTuber. You can have like a cartoon version of yourself. That's like we could probably take this podcast. It definitely would not be worth it, but we could like give it to somebody and have them create like a cartoon version of all of us to sit here.
And just use people's voice.
You could use our voice, but it would just like, what are you doing? You rocking out over there?
No, I was actually pulling up this. So what's going viral right now? To bring this up, there's a and I know you've seen it because we just talked about it.
Mm.
Someone made a Trapler Ross how much he made off the murder of FBG Duck.
nah, this crazy.
Damn.
man.
How
Oh,
accurate
your ass
is
finna be in that lawsuit.
Nah, this cat.
You
this cat.
tapped in.
Yeah, that's
You
what
tapped
we're
in.
about to-
the
we're about to
lawsuit.
get
You
into
tapped
it.
in.
This
You
is
tapped
cat-
in
we're
with
about
Mama
to get
Duck.
into it.
I'm tapped in with Mama Duck,
No,
but I
but
don't
did
know why
you-
I'm getting wrapped up in
did
this.
you
We
hit
good. Me and Mama Duck are good.
Did you hit her hand, man? If you make, let me. I ain't see how
This
much
is
it was.
cap. This is
You're in cahoots
you
with
better-
this is
all of
big
them.
cap. This is big cap.
Read it out loud though. What they
That's
say.
That's how, man. 8.9. That's all I see. 8.9 million. That's all.
Damn.
Two-
That's not
hold
8.9
on.
million views, not dollars.
Bling bling.
Not dollars, bruh.
Okay.
Nice
Oh.
cap.
Okay, 8.9 million views. So that means
I was hoping no one to bring this up.
this how much you made?
That's what they're saying. They're
They-
saying you made
267,000.
They're guessing that's
And
Damn.
then,
No way.
for
No chance.
KI, you made 81,000. Then for Obama versus
Damn.
That's the biggest cap. KI
He
video
lying
don't
like a
even
bitch.
do that many numbers. It's made up.
So let me ask
They-
you this.
oh, they
so,
overcooking
that. So not to count y'all pockets and shit.
Oh
but
man, here we go.
now check this out.
Here we
So
go.
if you guys making this much money off this shit, not saying
Okay.
you are, I don't know how much we make. I don't even give, but I'm just saying you don't think maybe give back to though, like do little shit to give back to those communities? Because
He ain't doing none of that.
I mean,
The way I see it, I want to give back and do positive things with my platform that I've got.
Yeah.
I don't
But in
think
your
just-
community.
No.
I think that's a
mean,
good
the-
idea,
You
because
know,
that crime
their
could actually
culture, though,
affect
like,
you.
he has
I
to
could
get
do just
back.
Bill Gates around my community and just keep.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
But if he helps the schools in his area, then those
His-
are the kids who are going to be stabbing you and breaking into your house.
his area, his
They
area
want me to
don't
give
need
all my
help.
money
They
to
need
Chicago.
some help.
His area, you got to give back to the community that you make the money off of.
Surely
Yeah.
the people shooting people and rapping about it have to give back to the community first before I do. Me
Nah.
doing independent
Ooh.
journalism.
No,
I feel like that's how I see it. But I don't think the rapper should get like. Look, I think if you've made money telling your story as a rapper, King Von, like the thing with Mama Duck, like I don't know. It's just like it's art. At the end of the day, it is art, right? He's making art. You're making art about your life. It's hard to really see a way that you just owe people money. What just because you've talked about them, right? Like if that's the case, then
You get
CNN
their
have got to
stories to
donate
get
every
rich,
dollar
though.
they've ever
That shit
made
crazy.
covering the war in Palestine to Palestine, and that's just not realistic.
But I get what you're saying. That means, but
You get
I'm saying you wouldn't want to like if you studying this shit front to back, so you know you seeing the murders and shit. Like I mean, it could be something for. I would think like I ain't gonna lie. I get some millions, you gonna know it because you gonna see me helping the communities that I come from that I know need help. That's just me. I don't give.
Yeah.
That's just me. You gonna for sure know it. So I'm just saying like, damn, you don't think like.
You're using these people.
Damn, maybe like shit, maybe some book bags or hey,
Um,
Tuka mom, this. You ain't got to. You ain't got to do shit. That's your bread.
No, I
kinda
want to
just
do.
talked about
I want to do
Yeah.
something positive. Like in the UK, was something that I've been doing for.
Or do you want to just keep it going because you're just gonna keep making money as long as fuckers keep doing it?
Yeah, but I don't do this for money, right? Like I do this because I genuinely have a passion for the music. I have a passion for rap, gangster rap, drill music, the stories, the rap,
you
like
told me that.
the history. Like I
50
actually
Cent
give a.
on
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Eminem back then.
I'm super into this stuff, so it's like I don't do this for money. Like I'm glad that I get paid to talk about what I'm passionate about. Like that is a blessing. I'm a very lucky person. But at the end of the day, I get paid for making quality journalism. I don't get paid just because I'm talking about murders. I get paid because I actually go deep. I didn't just wake up and just magically have a 6-hour video on somebody, right? Like I've actually put in the effort. It's my passion, and that's why I get paid money. Now I want to do positive things. I've been visiting prisons in the UK doing motivational talks to try and inspire the guys to like do other things, teach them how to make content. That's something I've just been doing to give back, and I feel like that's a way of me making a difference. But I think just throwing money at Chicago, for me, it just doesn't really make sense because it's like I feel like a lot of the reasons things are bad in the areas I talk about is because the authorities have kind of left these areas behind, right? They're not investing money into the community, you know, into the low end, right? Where realistically, it's the state, the government should be doing more for the community there. And then like for a YouTuber, really, that's like, I'm probably making 1/10 of the money. Let's say King Von, for example. I heard he made $18 million in his career. I ain't made a 10th of that. Like I ain't, right. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, I'm doing good for myself, but I've got a team. Like I'm running a business. But like Von was making millions off of what he's doing, and there's no real argument that all that money should be like taken from him and put back in the community. Like I feel like it's all a distraction from the fact that really the government and the state should be doing more to help these communities that are actually struggling where the violence is so high. And really, it's their responsibility. It's like some guy from England that's never been to Chicago is somehow responsible. But at the same time, me on a personal level, I want to do positive things and give back. Like I would love to come to Chicago and do something positive, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. But like,
I
you
don't,
get where I'm coming
like
from.
I said, I don't think I'm just saying you responsible, but I feel like if you making money here, I feel like you should want to. That's just like the California guys. You make money here, they want you to tap in with money, right? They want you to, hey, look, bro, I'm coming here. Hey, I'll wear your hat or I do whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, and I get what you're saying. I ain't just putting it on you. I feel like even we need to do better. Period too, as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like. All the internet shit, bro. I don't be liking that shit, to be honest with you. Putting all that, yeah. I don't like even cases that I done beat. People say, oh yeah, you could talk about it. I can't talk about it because I ain't did nothing. I don't, you feel me? I don't even like talking about people that they say ops.
No, it makes sense.
Like,
it's a crazy culture right now because I just feel like
David Smart, boy.
realistically, like, bro, if I could stop the violence in Chicago, like, realistically, is Traveler or some random guy from England going to stop the violence in Chicago? That's just impossible. But it's like, if there was something I could do, if there was any positive thing that I could do to actually help the situation in Chicago with the violence, I would 100% do it.
Yeah.
If someone said to me, yo, come in here, handing out book bags is actually going to lower the violence, I would go and do it 100%. I'm not somebody that like appreciates or wants the violence to continue, but I feel like realistically, like the real conversation, if we were actually to say, yo, what's actually going to make things better in these communities? It's a pretty tough conversation, really. Like what would actually make things better in the communities? Probably some like more investment into the community, more opportunities. People probably wouldn't be so eager to be going gangbanging if there were genuine opportunities to make money coming out of an area like that, right? So it's hard for me because I get people level criticism at me like I should be doing more because I am making money off of situations that I don't have anything to do with, and it's part of this gangster rap entertainment industry. But like, man, if there was some way I could work out how to make things better, like, bro, I would do it, you know. And I'm all ears. Like, if somebody said to me, like, yo, come and do this, or come and do these talks, or donate to this, like, I would want to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I fuck
sure.
with that.
I feel like everybody has some of a responsibility to do some type of giving back, especially if we're gonna be making content and doing this shit. I feel like it's on all of us to do something. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I talked to J Man, and even with you, we can get you involved with doing like a toy drive for Christmas or something for Thanksgiving.
Just a small
out
shit.
turkeys and shit. But
if you be, one person seeing you might like, damn man, I want to be like him, man. And you did your job, shit. You say one life, one person start YouTubing or whatever. Not saying you owe them nothing either at the same time, but I'm just saying that's just how I be thinking.
No, I want to do those positive things. That's the thing. Is like, I feel like some people think I'm like heartless or something, but like, bro, I really give a like the amount. It's messed up. The amount of death